get a lot of requests for affordable housing, new construction, quality builder, and even some luxury. Is it possible to get all 4 of those in one area? Well, we set out to find this for you. And so Jesse Lee and I hit the road, and we are going to go out to the city of Maricopa, and we are going to go on an adventure and look for this exact scenario for you. What we found instead was quite shocking. So you're not going to want to go anywhere because we're going to share it with you in this video. Everyone is showing you the good, and they're taking you through these beautiful model homes. But are they really showing you the model homes? Are they talking about the area? Are they really specialized in relocation? Chances are, if you're looking at the city of Maricopa, you might be looking at some other places too. We see a lot of comparison to Santan Valley, to Surprise, to Buckeye, and even Goodyear. The only way you're really going to get the good and the ugly is by working with the #1 relocation team in Arizona. We specialize in relocation, and here's the thing. You don't know what you don't know. And so we think ahead of what you are needing to know, and we proactively get you that information. Make sense? So we're going to hit the day just like we do once a week for you guys. And we are going to head out to Maricopa to look for this affordable, good quality luxury home that's affordable in the city of Maricopa. We'll just take you along our adventure because, again, what we found was not
So we are on our way to
A fun day
in the city of Maricopa to show you guys. We're going to squash the myths and we're going to show you the pros and also point out any cons. So we are on 347 right now. We're doing the speed limit and it's moving along just fine. So from Chandler to the beginning part of Maricopa is about a 30 to 32 minute drive. The state patrol is now patrolling 347 like vigorously, and they are going to be given tickets to speeders, and more specifically they're going after aggressive drivers. I've mentioned this on past videos. I have driven this road at 5:30 p.m. If you are calm and just patient, it only adds about 10 minutes. No, I'm not kidding. 10 minutes to your commute. The problem is this. There are assholes on the road that jet in between and they cause chaos. And those are the people that are causing accidents. And when there's an accident on 347 and there's only 2 lanes, it becomes an hour plus backup. So they are starting to patrol it, which I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So basically you just need to sit back and cruise like how I do.
Yes. Just, turn on your ebook or nice radio. It is what it is. And going in and out of traffic like that isn't going to get you there any faster.
Not at all.
All right. So we're going to head on into town. We're about to pass the M Mountain. If you're wondering, you do get cell signal out here in the middle of, this is an Indian reservation. So a lot of people think also that the lack of a better freeway or access to the city is all on the city. It's not on the city. I'll tell you what it is. It's Arizona Department of Transportation, Pinal County, Maricopa County, and honestly, the biggest say in this is the Indian reservation. So when you have 4 different moms and dads trying to come to an agreement, that's what the problem is. It has nothing to do with the city. Yep. And our governor pulled the funding that was supposed to go towards this road improvement. Is what it is. There's a brand new Lowe's, there's Home Depot, there's Ace Hardware, and I have to say that's one of my favorite Ace Hardwares. There is Sprouts, Fry's, Bashas' for grocery stores. So you have healthy choice and you also have just kind of run-of-the-mill grocery store. And then there's all kinds of everything else, from dentists to physical therapists to nail salons,
coffee shops.
Yep, you can get some fresh donuts. Oh, we're driving right by a hospital here called Exceptional. It's being built in 3 phases, and they are done with #1. They're finishing #2. It's going to be quite large when they're done with everything. Orthodontist, insurance company, Alberto's, check cashing. There's even a DMV up here.
Barber shop. Oh, that's the coffee shop I was talking about.
Oh, Honeycut Coffee. Plumbing supply.
Martial arts?
Martial arts. We're trying to get to a new community for you guys. We saw that people are looking for kind of an elevated, I don't want to call it luxury, but a better quality builder in the city of Maricopa. Housing is very cheap in the city of Maricopa. Very. I hate to use the word cheap, but it is
Affordable.
the most affordable in the entire greater Phoenix area. You can get great deals, not only from new construction, but also resale. But I have to say, at the time of this video, new construction's really where it's at, just saying. There are other parts of the, like honestly, under $300,000. Now, mind you, it's just insane, the affordability here. So my point is they don't really build luxury homes here, but they do have some quality builders. And we're going to take you to Pulte.
So now you know we are heading over to Pulte. Pulte puts out a great product. They have been around for a long time. They are a national builder. And I have seen their home, all kinds of floor plans. They have several different series. And this is the only builder that has homes in the $500,000 price point, which again, in Maricopa, that is considered luxury. Like, it's really hard to spend that much money. So let's head out that way and see what we can find for you guys, again, in that luxury space.
And here's the thing. So the main road that we came in on 347, has a ton of the retail and shopping. But then when you come down another road, which we're on Honeycutt, there's a whole nother shopping district. And this is where Home Depot is, and Walmart, and I see cranes over there. We're gonna have to go check that out.
Yeah.
I think those are apartments.
Oh, yeah.
When a city starts to see apartments, you know, you're like on the map. I know that sounds funny. We still don't have a freeway here, but there's such a high demand for this area.
Oh, it's like a nice Home Depot. Dentist,
Jiffy
car wash.
Lube, car wash.
Taco Bell.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. There's car washes everywhere in Arizona. Somebody actually asked me this recently. Do people wash their own cars in Arizona? Not really. And the reason I say that is because we try to conserve water use at our homes as much as possible. It's just, I don't know, just kind of a given thing. And so when you're washing your car in your own driveway, people are like kind of giving you a funny look. And they make the car washes so affordable. You can do a drive-through for $4 or $5. You can also buy monthly membership. You have a monthly membership.
I do, yeah. You know, they start off like $15 a month, and then it went up to $25.
Nice.
But I can drive through anytime I want.
Yeah. And I bought coupons. So mine, like I pre-bought like 10 and I got a discount. And so every time I just go in, I just use one of my coupons. There's a lot of you can do. Oh, more apartments.
That's over here. This looks familiar.
don't know
We did
why-
just pass by a tractor supply company too.
I saw that.
Which is kind of a cool place.
I like the little chicks.
Maybe we should go in there. Or I want to go in your favorite Ace Hardware.
That Ace Hardware is awesome.
Oh, this is a cute little
I wonder how cheap apartments are here.
All right, let's stop for a second and talk about that if you're thinking of renting or since I brought it up. Lots of new apartment complexes throughout the greater Phoenix area. I'm talking thousands of doors. Gilbert, Queen Creek, Maricopa, Goodyear, Surprise, everywhere it is exploding as far as rentals. So I want to compare apples to apples. So I'm going to talk about new construction only. And in Maricopa, a 2-bedroom new apartment, so if you were the first tenant in there, it's kind of fun, it still smells new, right, is $1,600 a month. $1,600 a month. That is a lot of money, but you need to compare it to something to understand, is it? So Chandler, in a brand new apartment that is going to be close to everything, great school, shopping, freeway, employment, etc., is $2,100 a month. Again, I want to compare it for you guys. And Gilbert, also close to absolutely everything, including there's a lot, believe it or not, now Gilbert is kind of like the new Scottsdale. So that is $2,500 a month. So when you first look at Maricopa at $1,600, you're all, ugh. But then when you compare it to Chandler at $2,100 and Gilbert at $2,500, these are new apartment complexes. That is what the rental rates are going for. So maybe it does make sense to rent in Maricopa at $1,600. I don't know. With the additional cost that you're going to have on car, probably a little bit more in insurance, a lot more in gas bills, a lot more wear and tear, maybe more windshields and tires. I don't know. Does it wait? And away from maybe like all your friends and entertainment and things like that, only you would know. All right, back to the road.
Why would you rent an apartment way out here? The reason you do
For
It's
affordability,
for
and then they probably just
affordability.
work over here.
But I'm telling you, you could buy a smaller home right now with the buy down that the lenders are offering,
Yeah,
and your mortgage payment is lower than an apartment.
renting. Yeah,
Again, that's what I mean. All right.
I
From
gotcha.
here, okay, so we're kind of out. Again, this is the newer part of Maricopa. It's beautiful though.
it's really pretty.
They've done a lot of work with the desert beautification before they even started building out here. There's beautiful
flowers,
street
cactus.
lights. Yeah.
So Maricopa is starting to come up with more than just one area for housing and retail. So we're seeing a whole nother separate area kind of branch off. Once upon a time, the casino was super, super far from everything. And now they're building closer to that casino. And we have Walmart and Home Depot, and we're starting to see all those smaller stores come in. So it's kind of nice. It's spreading out the traffic, if you ask me. But instead of a 35-minute commute, so like the main shopping area, or if you're comparing communities, like one of my favorite is going to be Rancho El Dorado. That is the first community as you're coming into Maricopa, but it's also the oldest. It was the very first one. From the entry point of Rancho El Dorado to Chandler, let's just say Costco, because that's what everybody kind of uses their benchmark. That's going to be a 35-minute drive. From this particular area, now we're looking at about a 39, 40, 42-minute drive. So you can see there's a little bit of added time on the road, but I'll tell you, the builders are really building these side roads absolutely gorgeous. So I have goggles. I have vision goggles that look out into 10-year future. I think this is going to be a hot area in 10 years. Rancho Santa Rosa, and there are 3 builders. There's 3 builders. Number 1 is Pulte. That's what we want to show you. And we're also going to be near Centex and a new builder that I've never heard of called Castle Rock. Let's check it out. I should have videoed this for you guys. We pull into the Pulte parking lot and Pulte's closed. What? We drove all the way out here for you guys to show you everything and they're closed. So it has a phone number on there and it says give them a call and they'll come and let us in. So we do that. But in the meantime, we're like, you know, I never heard of this Castle Rock company. Let's go check it out. Let's get some information. You never know what you're going to find out here. So we pop on over to Castle Rock Communities. And again, this is Rancho Santa Rosa. Let's check it out.
All right, guys. So we have a serious change of plans, right? Okay.
Change of plans.
So we were going to go over to Pulte, but for some random weird reason, they're closed for 2 days. And the person that you're supposed to call doesn't answer their phone. So we came over right across the street. There is another builder that we have never done a video on before. I have seen one of their other communities. I'll be honest with you, from my perspective, I felt like the prices were a little too high and I didn't know anything about Castle Rock, so I've really never talked about it. So we have some inside information for you, right? So we're over here at
Rancho Santa Rosa.
and there's 2 series over here. They are the silver
and cobalt.
Yeah.
Are the 2 series.
So
Yep.
yeah, precious metals. Right, that's
Right.
So anyways, so we kind of got some skinny on this. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this silver series home over at this particular community. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2 or a 2.5 car garage. I love the 2.5 car garage option. They have a half car that you can add on.
A half car.
Half car. Well,
It's really nice for storage, or if you want to
is.
do like a little tool shed or something. Yeah.
And let me tell you, the 2 things that we get the most from buyers is they didn't get enough bathrooms. They wish they had an extra like powder room, something to consider.
Yep.
And they wish they had at least an extra half a garage or maybe even a 3-car garage. So here's the thing, guys. With the affordability in Maricopa, I would highly always recommend at least a 2.5 car garage or a 3-car garage. Just something to kind of put in your back pocket. Now, we're going to take a look at this floor plan because I love the price point. The model is at $385. That is just ridiculous. And the incentives they are offering right now are insane. There's FHA, VA, and conventional. They offer all different products, and they're buying down your rate and also paying for part of your closing costs. And I'm telling you, it's cheaper to buy these homes than rent an apartment, like we were talking about.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
So here's the thing, and we're going to show you this community next. So we found out, like I said, there was another community that we really liked, or that it had a nice product, but I felt like it was the price too high. So the story goes like this. Secret. No, I'm not supposed to tell anybody. So this is a builder that's been building for over 25 years. They're originally from Texas. They were building in another part of Phoenix, and they acquired some land over in this other community. But they bought at the wrong time, and they paid too much for the land. So they're trying to recoup some of their cost, and they're taking crazy offers. Nobody knows this. They're crickets over there.
Bring us an offer.
She was like, yeah. So we'll give you more detail on that in a minute. Meanwhile, let's go check out this model.
Yeah. I also wanted to tell you too, this community or this builder, they offer spec homes, and then you can also build from the dirt up as well. So if you build, and you can pick out your design. So a couple of options there. It's not just a spec only community,
which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go inside and check it out. All right, here's the cute little frontage. Hello. Thank you, Jesse Lee, for your pose. I want to check. So the model is shown as the two. Again, the models are kind of weird. Oh, I see here. This is the half car pop out right here. And they made this a super's office. So that's why we can't really show you what it looks like. Yeah, it's super cute. Love the color scheme.
I do. I love the green.
Garage. You could do a workshop over there, put storage, etc. All right, let's take a look. Take us around.
So when you walk in the door here, you have to imagine this is a wall here. So they've got it open because they've got their offices here. But when you walk in the home, there will be a wall here. This will be your 2-car garage, and then that half cutout is on the side as well. So hallway.
Okay, pretend.
Yes, pretend. But let's start here in the front of the house. So you have a split floor plan, 2 bedrooms and a bathroom up here in the front.
Like that. Look at Rodeo Girl. All right.
Should we go to a country restaurant today?
Yes. I have a surprise for you guys. Right over here. Yeah. But this is nice having the bedrooms all kind of separated like this.
Actually, yeah.
This is really nice. So you have 2 up front with a bathroom. Then this is the laundry room.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to tell you. So when that wall is there, when you're coming in from your garage, there'll be a door here.
Okay.
So this is how you enter in the house from the garage, is through the laundry.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we have what looks like a very nice size room. Very nice
baby
size
lovers
room. Actually, a really big closet as well. Like it's very long. Oh, and it has some built-in shelving already. And it slides real well.
I do like how they have, 2 rooms in the front, 1 here in the middle, and then...
Right. So if you needed an office, this would make for a nice office, kind of separate from the bedrooms.
Yeah. Actually, that's exactly what I would do.
I know some people want a walk-in pantry, but if you ask me, this is easier to access everything.
This is plenty of space, in my opinion. I guess it depends on what you're looking for, but this is really nice. 1965. So just under 2,000 square feet, which I think is perfect.
People all the time. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square feet. This is,
honestly.
Yeah. And the price on this is just blowing me away.
It is, yeah.
I love this.
This is really cute. I like that it's gas. We have a lot of folks that, prefer gas for cooking.
Gosh, once upon a time, you could not get gas in Arizona. It was unbelievable. Now all the builders seem to be offering it. I love it. They are not soft close.
I like the countertop.
Not a deal killer.
Yeah. You could add, I think you can add little things to make it a soft close.
Yeah, it has to do with the hinges,
if you
want.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Nice space. Dining area.
Yeah.
To me, this is very spacious and open.
This would be great for a family, right? Does it have a Christmas tree spot? It does.
Yes. I feel like there's a few spots. Actually, well, I guess, or right here.
Yeah, you could do a lot of different places.
This is a Christmas tree.
Yeah, pretend. Imagine. So you could have your formal dining. You can also do breakfast counter. I love the flooring in this particular
I
model.
do too.
It just is really nice and open.
Great color. Yeah.
All right, let's check out the
Primary.
primary.
All right, let's check this
More
coat
storage.
closet.
Okay.
I was curious if it was a linen closet. That's one thing I get asked a lot about is linen closets, linen space for storage.
Got it. This is funny. Quilts are back in? What?
I've actually been seeing them a lot in homes, and I like it.
Oh, look at the door. What? Look at the door to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. Does this
The
have
builders have
standard?
listened. Okay, if you guys are wondering what this is about, is Arizona is notorious at every price point in every city that they build homes that don't have a door that closes off the master bathroom from the bedroom.
Right.
And there's no privacy. If one person gets up earlier or whatever.
Especially when the bathroom is right here and there's your bed. Sometimes when you walk in and the bathroom will be right off the door, but
yeah.
So this is
it's a little
great.
squeaky though. Like that's gonna wake you up.
it needs a little WD-40.
Okay, so the idea is there. Okay, let's see what do we. Oh, wow. How big is that shower?
I know. Let's find out. Okay.
Look, you got a little landing
I
pad.
haven't seen this where they have a
No.
door right here, which I kind of like.
It keeps the steam in. Oh, did you have to really sneak in like that? Oh, because of the rug.
Oh, because the rug, yeah.
Okay. Look at how big it is.
Good.
You look like a Barbie doll in a box.
Like a.
Ballerina doll. Yeah.
I like this.
Let me move this.
Okay.
So we can see.
You can see, yeah. I think this is nice. You've got your towels. You come out, shut this behind you, and then dry off.
Boom. So not too big. You know, it's not. I mean, it's shareable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is a good size.
I think so too. I'm actually really pleasantly surprised with what I've seen in this floor plan in this home.
Yeah.
In this price.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
and
No bathtub in here though. So you have to be one of those people like me. I don't like bath. Do you like baths?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay. How often do you use yours?
Once a month. Once a month.
Shut up. Really? Even in the summer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think that's that's quantifiable.
Nice little water closet.
Mm-hmm. What about storage? Do you think like if you're with your storage people buyers, what do you think? No, be honest.
No, I am being honest. I'm thinking. This means thinking. There's not a lot of.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, it's the coffee. Let's blame it on the Starbucks.
Okay.
What I was gonna say. I mean, I brought up the linen closet before. That's a coat closet. There's no linen storage. So, my honest opinion, there's not a lot of storage in here, at all. I don't even know where you'd put your towels. Because there's not even built-in shelves in the closet, which you could use, but there's not.
Got it.
I probably wouldn't want to put my towels under
There's no
here.
drawers in here.
Mm-mm. Oh, and no drawers. Good point. Put your... You know what else there's not? And I guess we haven't been seeing them a lot is medicine cabinets. Don't really put those in. There's not a lot of storage in here.
Good point. And squeaky door.
No storage. Yeah.
Let's go check out the other community because number one, I heard they also have RV garages up to 54 feet and change. That's a huge
Nice.
and that the builder's willing to take offers. Right? All right, let's go check it out.
Let's do it.
Oh, wait.
Backyard.
We didn't go to the backyard.
Wait, hold on. Come here.
Not that we need to say, but this will give you an idea on
The lot?
single level on a 6,600 square foot lot.
There you go.
This is what you'll get. Okay, I'm just being honest. I don't love this.
It's like a little square.
I don't. Yeah.
See how kind of cramped? This is really small square patio in the corner.
And then your backyard is out this way. That's a nice sized backyard.
Yeah, I was gonna
Wow.
say, Cheryl, could you put a pool back here?
Yes. Jesse Lee, we could put a pool back
You
here.
could put a pool the size of this turf.
Oh
Put
my
it back.
gosh, that's a ginormous pool.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, here, could somebody make this work? Yes. But let me tell you, Number one thing you want in Arizona is shade in the backyard. Even if you don't have a pool, is you want to have shade. And this home, as a standard build, does not have enough. So you're going to pay for a nice pergola, right?
For sure.
To be built off of the home, either the entire length, which is going to be a little pricey, or a little bit of a chunk where Jessie Lee is standing. We have some great landscaping and backyard design contractors for you guys. And you're going to save buying this home, but to really enjoy the benefit of living in Arizona, you need a backyard that's usable. And I'm going to say you're going to need to spend at least $50,000, and that's without a pool.
Yeah.
In this backyard.
I like the idea that
you're going to be over 100.
Yeah, for sure. I like the idea that you said, if you built a pergola off here, but all the way down.
Yeah, that would be
kind of where
nice.
this rock is. That would be really pretty.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, money.
Got to think about that.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty.
Now we're going to go take a look.
To the other place.
We got a lot of information from the salespeople. Very, very nice. And sometimes it's really hard to make honest comments on our videos when they can hear everything we're saying. So some of the things that we noticed in this particular home were, number one, smaller doors. The doors are not very tall. It makes me feel like it's a lower quality builder. And I thought it was also interesting that when we were talking to the salespeople, they were comparing themselves to D.R. Horton. I was wondering why. And I'll fill in a minute. We also noticed the lack of storage throughout the entire home, whether we're talking about coat closets, linen closets, or even just drawers in the bathrooms. These, in my opinion, are all really important things. And sometimes people don't think about it. This is why it's so important when you're shopping online and you're just looking at prices and you're even looking at floor plans. Sometimes the floor plan looks great, but there's other things that you don't think about. Also, just where the door is going to be in the laundry room, I don't know, it just didn't seem very workable. The back patio, here's the other thing. Some of these floor plans might work in other parts of the country, but this back patio, again, I can't stress enough that our sun is intense. Did anybody ever tell you that? And so you want to have as much of a back patio as possible, whether it be directly off the home, or as you'll hear heard Jessie Lee and I talking about how you could put a pergola. Putting that shade to protect the inside of your home will make a huge difference in your electric bills. So again, I was like, well, I don't really like this floor plan, but that doesn't mean I didn't like the builder just yet. So first of all, we're gonna grab a quick bite at an amazing new little restaurant called Duke's Roadhouse. If you like live music, great steaks and hamburgers, and cold beer, this is going to be a place that you're going to want to visit on a regular basis when you're in Maricopa. Duke's was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we hung out there a little bit too long, and I'm sad to say our microphones died. That's how much fun we had. Needless to say, we still have some more video clips to show you because I want to share with you this next part. So we're going to pop over to Castle Rock, more specifically because I want to see what the specs are. And this is in a community called Rancho Mirage. Now, Rancho Mirage already has quite a few homeowners already. They've been building there for years. It's a master plan community, and they're built on the builders that are still building there are Meritage, Beazer, and Castle Rock. Here's the thing. This is again why you got to make sure you know who you're working with, the right people. This particular community is kind of plagued, not just kind of. It is plagued with HOA issues. Now this has nothing to do with the builder, but this is very insightful. The HOA itself, there are some lakes in the community, and if you do not maintain these lakes very well, you're gonna have issues. Well, the pumps aren't working or haven't been working very well, so flooding has been an issue. When you have flooding, you have more mosquitoes, you have more mud, you have more problems. At the same time, the landscaping hasn't been maintained very well, so you're seeing a lot of brown grass. Like, that was the draw when you first bought in here, was the big, beautiful, grassy areas. And then when the HOA took over, it's actually a management company. Now they're taking horrible care of it. So I'm kind of on the fence about Rancho Mirage. I'm not saying it won't improve. They did a big public meeting, well, not public, but resident meeting just a few months before this video. I feel like the management company is hearing them. They're focusing on it, but it is an HOA that is troubled, just to let you know. If you're buying in a brand new one, like the one we just showed you, the Rancho Santa Rosa, I can't even remember the name of it, Rancho Santa Rosa, you have no idea. This is one of the issues that you want to, I wouldn't say issues, this is just something as a new community that you're going to have to kind of go like this and hope it works out. So we have a lot of insight on HOAs and things. Again, give us a call because we can talk a little bit more about it. Now, this particular part of Rancho Mirage, which is where Castle Rock is building, I thought, well, I've seen their RV garages online, and I was like, oh, that's great. There's another builder that's building RV garages. A long time ago, I did a video just on RV builders. There, I would say 2 years ago, there was 3-4 different builders that were building RV garages, and there were so many to choose from, and now it's down to only a couple. So it was kind of nice to see a new player in that product line. But I also noticed they haven't been selling, and I was wondering why. So we're going to take a look at their model, but what I really am anxious to show you guys is the spec homes. But let's take a look at the model so that you can see the quality of this builder. Oh, and I don't know if you paid attention in the video that I did earlier, but I don't like when you lay laminate or tile or wood, and it's not tile, laminate or wood flooring. And you do the dowel on the edge. In my opinion, that is for subpar subcontractors that don't know how to lay the wood correctly. Because if it's done precisely, like it is in luxury homes, or I wouldn't even say luxury homes, in regular homes, you don't have to use the dowel. The dowel is used to hide imperfections, if I didn't say that. All right, let's take a look at this model home. Again, there's no sound. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll do better, I promise. But I want you to see what their product looks like at this particular community.
All right, guys, secret. This is secret sauce stuff. Okay, so we went to the other builder by accident, and she kind of gave us a skinny on this community from the same builder. Never heard of this builder, Castle Rock, so we're gonna do some more research for you guys. But she was telling us that they overinvested in the land here, right? And so we knew that there were some opportunities. And then we get here and we find out they've sold 0. And
in a few months.
In months during the busiest buyer season. Like, talk about egg on your face, right? So this is a great opportunity for buyers. So what does this mean? That's yet to be seen, but right off the bat, he was like, I'm like, can you take 50 grand off? He's like, yeah, we can do that. RV garage for under 500. Okay, we're gonna have to watch this video. Let's go check out this floor plan. I just want to take a closer look at the quality of their construction. I get it, it's a model, so you think it's gonna be perfect. I also want to find out, again, just their thoughtfulness, like on floor plans, have they carefully thought about things? Just again, this is knowledge about the builder. And then we're gonna go look at a spec. I like how there's a little bit of an entryway, and you're not just thrown into a long, narrow hallway. You have bedrooms over here to the left. Let's take a look.
So this home has 4 bedrooms and 2 baths, and wow, it's a different floor plan.
This right here is called a dowel. I don't like this. Just saying.
This is so cute.
Don't get caught
I'm
up in the
sorry.
design. Her and her horsey. Okay.
I am a cowgirl. I'm a wannabe. It's a coat closet.
Do you guys like these single panel doors? Oh, no. Doris.
Yahoo! I like that better than a coat closet. So that's how you would enter the home from the garage. It's right.
This is more like me.
Love it. Oh my god!
All right, guys, we're gonna jump out now. Here's a tall tale sign. They have 10 spec homes available. They've been on the market for 4 months and they were done for the last 4 months. So they could have even sold them when they were in spec, and they haven't sold any. The story goes, so they paid too much for the land and now the prices are too high. But here's the thing, guys. I don't know at what price this spec home is going to sell for. And I'm gonna tell you it as we're walking through, okay? Again, no mic, my bad. I'm so sorry. I will bring a power back up next time. All these homes are facing east and west, and they back up to, it's not a main road, but it's a busier road, and you can see power lines. So negative, negative, negative. 3 negatives right off the bat there, right? Okay? You walk in. I love the RV garage. I love that the front door is not right in front of the garage. I get that a lot, that Arizona is like that. When we walk in the front door, immediately to the left is an office. There's no light in here. And look at this little itty bitty window that lets hardly any light in. And this is a west facing front, and the sun is literally beaming down on the house. So you never will get any natural sunlight in this particular room. And then the front bedroom is super small. The front bathroom is super small with no storage and also no drawers other than a basic vanity. Basically, this house is carpet. Carpet! The whole center part, like this. Jesse Lee and I, as we're walking through this home, we're like, we just didn't even know I don't even think we said a lot as we were like, oh, it's like the main part of the house, like the whole middle part was carpet and no windows. And then there was these offshoots, the laundry room, the bathroom, the office, the kitchen. The kitchen is in like the back of the house. It's kind of old school. And Jessie Lee made a comment that it reminded her of her family home from the Midwest. And that's when I really started, again, thinking about this builder. I rarely say I don't like a builder, but I'm gonna say it. I don't like this builder. I contacted my channel partner in Houston, which by the way is living in Houston, Texas, the original, just like us. And I asked them, I said, have you guys ever heard of Castle Rock? Because they're from Texas. And my contact said, his name is Jojo. Jojo was like, well, they're kind of better than Lennar and D.R. Horton. And I was like, I didn't feel that this builder was remotely better than Lennar. I am not a Lennar fan at all. I feel like they put out cookie cutter and they do apartment grade. I feel like there is better builders out there and better quality and for the price, because Lennar is a little pricier here in the greater Phoenix area. But when my Houston contact said Lennar actually has these little tiny itty bitty homes and they're not very, he was going on, and I was like, that's when I realized, you know what? There's different products in different states. It's not just the name. So if I had to put it on a list, like of the three, Castle Rock being at the very bottom, D.R. Horton I used to really like, and D.R. Horton still does have a luxury line, question mark there, but D.R. Horton has learned, I feel like, a lot, maybe a little bit of FOMO of Lennar, like, hey, look at what they're doing. They're making billions by just making cookie cutter and not putting all this, D.R. Horton in my book has gone way downhill because I feel like they're trying to mimic the business model of Lennar. And when you hear about other parts of the country that are being overbuilt, they're by two primary builders, Lennar and D.R. Horton. And again, that's when I realized, when I was talking to my Houston contact, they have a different product in Texas. They have different products in Florida, in California. Lennar puts out a nice product in California. I don't know why they don't build those Lennar homes out here. Anyways, I'm totally off the subject. All I gotta say is, out of every single builder I have ever seen, this one is the least favorite. So I don't like capping on builders, but I think this builder, Castle Rock, is going to be doing some massive discounts. If you can be creative and think about, okay, what would this house look like if I did this? Change out all that carpeting to your flooring choice, the countertop in that kitchen. Whoever did the design is from Texas. There is, I'm telling you, nothing about these homes screams Arizona. And I feel like they took their Texas product and they tried to stick it in Phoenix. There, I finally said it. I am a talker and sometimes I forget what I'm even talking about. One of the other great things about the city of Maricopa is it's very family focused. In fact, it has one of the highest percentages of families with children in the entire greater Phoenix area. So when you look at a large community that has children, obviously the city is very motivated to doing things. And one of the things I love about Maricopa is a community center called Copper Sky. Now, Copper Sky is also a master plan community. So if you are a resident in Copper Sky, you don't have to pay for these services. But if you are just a resident in the city of Maricopa, you can pay very affordable memberships to have access to this incredible community center. So not only do they have daycare if mom and dad want to work out or do some things that the kids need a little sitting, but there's an inside gym. Of course it's inside, but look, what I meant to say is an inside track. That is insane. The classes that they offer here, everything from like jazzercise to fencing to yoga. There's so many amazing programs, and those are year round. One of my favorites, though, is the pool. And so I wanted to show this area to you. So even if you don't have a pool at the home that you're going to be buying, or if your community doesn't have a pool, there is also this massive community, which is great. There's a splash pad. There's also the lap area. There's a diving board, and there's a lazy river, and there is even a huge slide. There was a big waterfall thingy that they have there, or yeah, it's like a waterfall. It wasn't working on this particular day. This particular community also has a lake. They have paddleboard, kind of like whatever, the little duck things. They also have disc golf. They have pickleball. They have basketball. They have so many things that are going on in the spring and the fall time in this area. And so I love this for the community. It really brings everyone together. Also, if this is not the right area for you, because I know that this particular builder wasn't a winner for you, but it's kind of more of an alert, you can always sign up here. Just click at this, scan this thing, right? And it'll bring you right to my website. You can sign up for receiving, I do monthly market updates. So this is going to talk a little bit more about what's going on in our market. I think everybody wants to know about that right now. Also, you can download for free my relocation guide. It's totally different than whatever you've seen before, and it will kind of guide you as far as like price points, what areas might be most attractive to you. No matter what you guys are thinking about, if you have questions about moving to Phoenix, we got your answers. So we headed out of town at 4 o'clock. It really wasn't that bad on this wonderful day that we were doing our video for our viewers. And then all of a sudden, when we got past the M Mountain, I know you're probably laughing, there is literally a mountain in the middle. It's like your halfway mark that has an M on it. And it's like north of the M is Maricopa County, and north of the M is where you have the traffic backup in the afternoon. So I popped up my trusty drone so that you could see this. And although there is a lot of traffic, like I said, if you allow an extra 10-15 minutes, you're gonna get to your destination. The problem is this: it's the people that go in and out, and it's those people or those that speed that are causing accidents. And when there's an accident and both lanes are closed, there's no alternate road. That's what the problem is. So it's really nice that the Arizona Department of Transportation, the DPS, that's the Arizona Department of Public Safety, the DPS officers are now heavily patrolling 347 to minimize that reckless activity. And hopefully we'll see not necessarily a lightening of the traffic, but we'll see a decrease in the fatalities. And yes, I said fatalities, and the delays on this road. That is the number one reason people don't want to move to Maricopa, and I don't blame them. All right, guys, until next time, hopefully you enjoyed that little kind of like adventure with us. We hope to find that affordable luxury home for you. We're still on a search. Just stay tuned, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye.